Hello and welcome back to the UMR International. We are back and ever so close to the end of this spin-off season, this off season. And we're on race 16 of 18 with Mexico. Can't hear the intro music. Oh, I'm sure you can hear it a little bit. Shady is currently leading, taking the top spot in the last race. Moo in second, Boer in third, and it is all very close. Every point matters here, with the points being so close together. But let's head over to the track. So here we are. Mexico. Now, before we have a look around, of course, we'll spawn everyone in. 5 laps around this track. Snorker, Demon, Iceman, and B making up the front row. Eggbot, Superboss, Fluids, and Jimmy on the back row. And let's do predictions. 2 minutes starting from now. Get those DNF predictions in. Looks Italian. Same colours. Yeah, same colour scheme. So starting off, wraps around on itself, weaving downhill towards Boy's favourite ladder entry. And then going through a bit of a woodland area. Weaving through here, some sharp turns. And then down this wonderful bridge. And then through into a pipe following this round. Some boosters leading you into this cave. Now we're going to follow this round. Heading down and down and down, weaving through. This is going to be very fun to follow in the race. Through these tight areas. Navigating around all the edges. Very interesting area here. You know, very, very Mexican. And then flying up and out. Out of the smoke and fire. We have a sharp hairpin onto an open area. Which will weave through the woods. Yes, indeed. This will lead you to this elevator there, a final sharp turn, and back to the start finish. Yeah, no one was expecting it. It's like a jump scare. And the timer is about to finish, so let's get the countdown going. And they're off into the first corner. And into the hairpin, Snorker is going to be leading, Weep in second, Fluids tucking into third. And Fluids making a pass around Weep. And almost making it past Snorker, but can't quite make that work as Snorker defends. She's with some great speed there, and Weep getting pushed aside, losing so much time, so many places there. And we've got the battle going on up at the front here. Cheese up into first. Oh, Snorker hitting the branch. You've got to be careful of that. That tree poke through the track. Bit of a hazard there. Bit of a slowdown. Already getting stuck at the ladder. It can be that way. But Snorker moving back up again after losing some time. And goes up into third. Going into the cave here. Heading down, navigating around all of the rocks. Eggbot chasing down Jimmy. Moo just behind as well. Demon as well. The 2 teammates there. And heading through here. Fluids is leading, Cheese in second, Snorker third, Pesky Bird fourth, Jimmy fifth. Was that a full? Was that Moo taking full? There's actually a few fulls going on here. It looks like you gotta be careful exiting this place. You can fall. And that was a massive time loss for Moo, and is not going to be good for points in the standings. Definitely not what they want at this point in the season. Up at the front, Cheese is leading, Fluids is chasing them down. It's a big bounce on the ladder entry for the two of them. Snorker joined by Jimmy. And Jimmy off the ladder very fast. Goes up to second. Fluids has Snorker just behind Snorker with a bit more speed. It's not enough going into the corner though. And the top four here very close together. Big bump on the exit. Fluids has more pace. Jimmy running slow from that collision. Snork with a great line makes it past Cheese. Jimmy past Cheese as well. Cheese drops to fourth. Fluids with a great entry on the ladder. And Superboss as well with the snipe. Moves into the top three. We're at the inside of Snorker. Everyone's still fairly close together. Boer's made some positions back from that bad start, up to 11th now. The Moo trailing behind. Shady also, yes, 15th. It's a good spot for Boer right now. Also huge for Superboss in a current second place, but we are still early into the race. Now heading into the cave. Oh, there's been a fall for Boer, the Jinx. The South Jinx. I will not take responsibility for that one. And that is going to be very, very costly for Boer. And that may be the top three crumbling away right there. Big F's in the chat for Boer. Now heading through the cave. I'm seeing some falls going on at the exit. It's a tough exit. You need to hug the right side, it looks like. Go too far left, you'll hit this rock and that'll push you back down. It's a bit of a skill check. And up at the front, Fluids. So you're getting a snack, your loss of concentration, and that lack of concentration caused you to make a mistake and fall off. Piling at the ladder here, Jimmy getting blocked a bit. Now all work and hope for here is that Superboss, Shady and Boer score low in the points. But it's not looking that way right now for Superboss. Shady and Moo possibly. Shady has managed to gain a couple of positions. But right now Superboss is chasing down Fluids and sneaks past the little tap and then breezes by onto the ladder. Snorker in third, close behind. Wheat with a great entry there. Up at the front we have a battle going on between the top three. And heading onto the bridge yet again. A lot of speed into the pipe there. and Fluid goes up into first. Snorker didn't quite make it work, ends up having to tuck in behind Superboss. Oh, a bit of bumping going on there. Now, I'm not sure how Boer came off. I don't know if someone can run that back and have a look. Because it is straight hit. I have a feeling it may have been to do with these pipes sometimes being a little bit glitchy with physics. And I think Boer may have actually just gone through the wall of it with so much speed coming into it. We have seen it happen before on reverse gravity ones that have a lot of speed on them. That may have been the case. Might see if that's picked up on camera and get a slow motion action replay. No clipping into the back rooms, literally. Boy is now in the back rooms. I was wondering how I managed to get all the way down there, but I guess there's some gaps. Now to the ladder entry, Superboss gets slowed down a bit, but gets the block on Fluids. Snorker with the bounce, another bounce, bit slow, bit of a time loss. Weep with a great entry, Iceman not quite making it. Azur's going to snipe that spot. Shady and Pesky Bird will be joining Iceman side by side. And Moo still trailing behind in this race. And on to lap 4. We have Superboss leading, Fluids in second, Snorker in third. And then coming down, there's a bit of a gap. Pesky Bird moving up to 4th, Weep in 5th, Shady 6th, Azure 7th. Shady taking a fastest lap to try and grab an extra point there. And slowly climbing the ladder as well. Trying to keep hold of that first position on the standings. Let's head over to the bridge and see what's going on up at the front. Still got quite the battle going on. Heading into the pipe. Not a great run for Fluids and Superboss, but Snorker with a great line. Lots of speed through there to close that gap right down. And just managing to get past Fluids going into the cave as well. And Pesky Bird, Shady, Weep and Azure. They're with a bit more speed than Weep, managing to get past. She's getting past Jimmy on the way in. And Moo trying to close the gap on Eggbot, trying to at least get back into the position before the end. Now we'll go down the other side. Going up to the ladder. Everyone, at least the top 3, I was going to say, being a bit more careful knowing to the right side, but Flues gets pushed to the left by Superboss, and that's going to be costly. Big time loss, causing a bit of a pile up, and a big loss in positions as well for Fluids there. Shady clipping the rock will also drop. Almost dropping again. Alfonso's going to drop again. Could be a chance for Moo, but not getting on the ladder first time. Eggbot's going to take a fall though, so Moo at least gains back 1 position. As Shady is off the track. Shady is fully off the track. Now that is good news for Boer, as Shady won't be picking up many points here. It's also really good news for Superboss, who's currently leading. The current positions of Moo, Shady and Boer is absolutely great news for Superboss. But just what Boer would have been hoping for here, to keep the points close and still have the best chance possible going into the final races. Superboss breaking away now in the lead, Snorker in second, and they've got quite the gap now to Pesky Bird in third, Weep in fourth, and Azur in fifth, quite close together. Weep and Pesky Bird with a bit of a battle going on. They'll be side by side on the ladder. Demon's going to join Azur but doesn't get onto the ladder in time. Flute's giving a little tap there, and Cheese comes to join. Final lap of the race. Superboss just has to hold on this lap. Eggbot now trailing behind massively after a good previous race. Slight wall clip there on the bridge for Superboss. We'll give a slow run through the pipe, but it is a slow, safe run. Snorker not far behind, and then Weep closing the gap a bit. Now to Azur in fourth, Pesky Bird now in fifth, Demon in sixth, Flutes in seventh, Cheese in eighth, Iceman in ninth, B in 10th, Jimmy just behind in 11th, Alfonso just behind Jimmy in 12th. Oh, and then Moo as well. Seem to be at a pan at just the right time at the moment to miss some people. Now down through the smoke. See what happens here. Hugging the right side. Snorker also going to hug the right side. Some difficulties getting onto the ladder. But as long as you hug the right side, that is good. Weep doing the same. I think as long as no one pushes you over, we might see with Demon. Is it far enough? No, Demon does make it up. Pesky Bird though on the left side, that's not a good place to be. We're going to see a fall here. Cheese having some difficulties. Pesky Bird dropping up to the right side this time around. And Moo making it up. Doesn't go too far to the left, and then Eggbot trailing. Now Shady's still holding the fastest lap, but at least be able to get an extra point for that one if they can keep hold of it. Now the ladder getting held up a bit, but Superboss is going to block Snorker out, which is massive for Superboss coming up to the final corner. And Snorker has a slow exit, so that should seal it for Superboss here around the final bend. Coming down to the finish, and Superboss will take the win. Snorker will come through in second, Weep in third, Azur in fourth. It's quite close here. We've got a battle going on. Demon, Iceman, Cheese, then Fludes. Very close together, and then Jimmy, Pesky Bird, B, Moo, Alfonso. There'll be Eggbot 14th, Shady 15th, and securing the fastest lap point, and Bwer with a bad race, an unfortunate end, finishing in 16th. So to speed things up, head over to our winning marble cam. Congratulations to Superboss, a very good race. Quite close all the way through there. Lots of battling going on, and Superboss just held it all together all the way to the end and secured the win in Mexico. Now this is going to be interesting to see what it does to the standings. Massive points for Superboss, and not only that, low scoring points for Bwer, Shady and Moo, all of the top three. Our Superboss now going backwards after the race finishes. I'm sure the top three would have liked this to be happening a lap sooner, but it is what it is. And I think we're going to see a big shake-up in the standings. So we'll wait for the DNFs to get confirmed. There we go. 2 DNFs there. Let's see who got the prediction right. Choose outcome. We do have a correct prediction of 2. 2 to 5. And that is Snorker, so well done on getting the prediction right. Now Superboss actually coming to a halt, so if we had one more lap, and Superboss would have also been out, and that would have been the top 4 all scoring low. But it's not the case. So I'm going to go and put these results over on the leaderboard. And we'll be back in just a minute with the standings. I also see the hydrate. I will also hydrate quickly. But yes, I'll be back in just a minute with the standings and we'll see how things have changed. Alright, the results have been entered, so let's head over to the standings. So, it's really changed up here. But just before we go through things, just a few stats for the end of this before going into our final couple of races. Cheese is currently our fastest marble, you could say, out there, with the most fastest laps, 3 fastest laps. Moo has the most wins, and Superboss has the most second places. So just some stats there that you can also see over in the Discord following the race, well, following the stream. But Superboss flying up into the lead, and what a lead to jump into, 343 points. Is it going to be enough? With 2 races left, can Superboss hold on? But that was quite the jump from 4th. Shady in 2nd with 318, so 343 down to 318. Quite the jump. That was a huge race for Superboss. Moo in 3rd with 314, Boer in 4th with 309, no longer in the top 3. Then Azur in 5th with 293, tied with Cheese. Jimmy in 7th with 287, Pessybird in 8th with 284, Eggbot in 9th with 277, and Iceman in 10th with 274. Then we have Snorker, Demon, Weep, Alfonso, Fluids, and B. Now in the team standings, Tutti Frutti leading with 306, Dogeballs 2nd with 290, Eternal Darkness 3rd with 288, Green Slushies 4th, tied with Ultraviolets with 287, and then we have Grandmasters, Icebreakers, Snowballs, Marble Minions, and of course the Balls of Steel. It looks like that is probably going to be the finishing position for Balls of Steel unless they pull something magical out in the last 2 races. It has been a rough season for the team. Not scoring too highly all round. But Boer's been putting some work in. Currently just outside the top 3. We'll be starting front of the grid in the next race. Shady just behind, so our previous top 3, now our 2nd, 3rd and 4th, will be starting close to the front. Shady and Boer on the front row, Moo 2nd row. And Superboss will be fighting from the back. So it'll be interesting to see how things go there. But that is for next time. And like I say, the next stream is likely going to be on Wednesday instead of Thursday. I'll also put it in Discord so people who aren't viewing right now in the stream will know as well. I'll put it in the announcement section. But that is going to do it for this one. And next stream we will have a winner. Someone will be crowned the fastest marble in the world. So tune in next time for that one. But that will do it for this one. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And I will see you all in the next one.